and then one of them is here in this abandoned old ruined Sindalian fort. We're looking for these Sindalian orbs that have treasure codes in it, or a treasure vault. One of the two things here. There's either going to be a vault here, or a clue to go to another place for a vault. This I'm not really sure how this is. It's all rumor stuff that we're following, kind of, with the crazy archaeologist guy who is on our ship because we didn't want to bring
telling us what to do.
Yeah,
No,
and they went back. They went back and picked up. They had landed their ship a little ways out of Jeb and Eunice's farm, and so they've gone back and picked up their ship and set it down in the lake as the lake is quickly draining out of the now shattered hydroelectric dam. And so they've got about 5 hours before the ship is going to messily be resting on some deep water crag or on the bottom of the lake. But they have, Keith just hacked right through that door, and they have entered the secret Sindalian.
But there's an enemy shoot on sight, motherfucker. There's another ship in this zone.
Yeah.
It's a far trader. We think it's where these other guys came from, and there might be some landing parties or something. That there's a lot of unknowns. And everybody is our enemy because if this is a restricted zone, we are Sendal. This is our shit.
That's technically, that's one way of looking at it.
That's our story.
That's what I'm rolling
with. Guns to prove it.
They'll have to talk really quickly because I'm throwing grenades.
Did you pack more? Did you get more?
Fuck yeah, I bought a lot more. We're on the pirate world where you can get lots of cool toys and people don't bat an eye when you go, man, I'd like a plasma grenade. He said we could all get 4 plasma grenades. Those are the.
Yeah, I believe that was the rule. Yeah, I had to do a check to see how many were available.
Yeah, but all of that was. Your character was there.
Yeah. You can load up. You can spend the money for the 4 plasma grenades.
Oh, definitely.
I would have to.
That's on page 157 of the Central Supply Catalog updated version. If that helps.
That is exactly what I was going to look for. So let's see here.
On my character sheet, I just have a text file, right? And I just put a note next to the equipment on what page my shit's on.
Yeah.
And so I don't have to write near as many stats.
Yeah, that I've done that before too. So plasma grenades are 500 credits each, and you can buy up to 4 of them. And it doesn't have to be plasma grenades.
How about frag and stun?
Yeah, 4 of whatever type of grenade you want. And you can mix and match.
1 for frag and 4 stun. I let the other guys get the plasma.
Okay.
Well, the plasma grenades now. Just let me talk to you before you say don't get. We all got up to 4 plasma that he let us get. If you throw a plasma grenade and it hits somebody in full battle dress, you're probably going to pop their battle dress open a little bit and actually do damage to them.
8D of damage is hard to argue with.
Yeah. If you throw a frag grenade at a bunch of dudes in a battle dress, you just fucking scratch their paint.
That's true.
So, that's all I'm saying. I've got an assortment of grenades. I got the ones that. What are they called? The electromagnetic pulse grenades. And I got trank gas grenades. I've got some stun. I got plasma, smoke, frag. But that's really all I use is grenades. I don't use guns.
So can I get a 1 KT grenade?
Is that a grenade?
Well, it's kind of it would be equivalent to a small high kinetic energy.
Yeah, if you want to huck a really heavy suitcase at people, if you want to call that a grenade. Hello, Cameron. Hello, Devin.
You only need about 50 pounds at Mach 25.
I think they have nuclear bullets that you can buy. If you look under the ammo, I think, at least in the old Central Supply
Or like
catalog,
depleted uranium bullets.
Yeah. But I mean, they had like a 500-yard no-no zone when you shoot them, or something crazy like that. It was like 100 yards or something.
Yeah.
I'm just going off memory here. It's like you shoot a motherfucker with his bullet, and they have a bad day, and that whole area has a bad day for like 100 yards for several thousand years.
Yeah, several thousand years until the end of the half-life.
Yeah. Then the day gets better. A new day dawns.
Yeah.
Mr. Grenade is here. So what race is Ting?
He's human.
He's human, huh?
Yeah, in this one he's human.
Just a human. I started out being the ship's steward and kind of broker, and as I got skills, I picked up some unarmed combat, and because I can't shoot guns or anything, if I've got to go ranged, I'll do grenades or use environmental stuff. I use the environmental area.
All I'm saying is that 8D damage for that plasma grenade. Don't roll snake eyes in that roll.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, my new go-to cool
drop
move
it at your feet.
I want to do is because I have the shielding applied to my battle dress, that iron shield.
Right.
And so that means I'm immune to the electromagnetic grenades.
Right.
The pulse. So I can just basically pull one out and pop the.
And
the
it's funny that you bring that up, because I was thinking about, in reality, I can't imagine anything that would be called battle dress that wouldn't be shielded against electromagnetic pulse. I mean, that sounds like an obvious. You know what I mean?
Well, the mod is there. It's right there in the fucking book.
Right.
All you have to do is add it to your shit. It takes some slots.
Yeah. I just find it hard to believe that anybody would have battle dress that's not shielded against electromagnetics.
Right, but when you look at when they print shit in adventures and shit, nobody has it.
I know, right? Exactly.
So I picked up some.
Well, and a lot of the stuff that they print in adventures, they'll say if they even use battle dress. Usually they do not, but let's say they did. It wouldn't show. It would just say battle dress. It wouldn't show any of the options, any of the filled slots. It's just battle dress. So, I mean, it's kind of referee caveat to be able to do whatever he wants with it. But
do what the fuck you want. If you put fucking iron shielding on the people I throw these trank grenades at, then I guess they won't work.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have some. There's gonna be some interesting stuff in here.
Oh hell yeah! Because if I get on the bridge of your ship,
it's probably more interesting. It's probably more interesting for me than it is going to be for you, but but I promise that Glenn will get an opportunity to kill some shit.
Oh yeah, we're gonna kill stuff, Glenn. We are a violent bunch. It's been a long running joke that we go in pacifist mode. We talked about it like right before you joined, because he was like, we got a new guy coming, and we're like, shh, we're gonna stop the fucking fight.
We're gonna stop killing everything.
I'm joking. We didn't really.
Welcome to the Pirates of Drinax. We'll be picking up where we left off last week. These guys are on. You probably picked up most of that. These guys are on Noricum. They have uncovered a secret Sindalian base in the hot zone. Well, I mean, most of Noricum is a hot zone, but yeah, it's full of biologicals and radiation. These guys are fully suited up and have hacked through the door and entered this base. They don't know what they're going to find, but they know that the clock is ticking for a couple of reasons. One, they shattered the hydroelectric dam, so the lake is quickly depleting of water, and they've got about 5 hours before their ship settles towards what will become a very muddy lake bed. So they probably want to get out of here before that happens. Not that that's, really that big of a hampering deal, but Before we get started, we would like to thank one of the friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They're just products that we really like. And tonight we would like to thank Dogmight Games. Dogmight Games makes beautiful wooden tabletop accessories for your role-playing games, such as DM screens, player vaults, dice trays, dice towers. I mean, they have all manner of stuff. All of it is customizable. If you order something that's customized, it'll usually take about 6 to 8 weeks for it to ship. If you order something that they have ready to go for sale in stock, you guys are all wearing matching shirts. That's awesome. If you order something that they have in stock, then that will usually ship in 1 to 2 business days. And we have a 10% discount code. So if you go to Dogmight Games, you can put whatever you want into your cart. It's good for everything on the site. And use the code FRIEND in all capital letters, and that will net you 10% off your total purchase. If you are a fan of our Traveler games on Wednesday nights, we do have a website via Obsidian Portal. The adventure log is written in the manner of news articles, going pretty much everything that's going on in the Trojan Reach, although these guys are becoming more and more infamous and playing more and more of a major role, so therefore they are more and more a part of the front page news cycle. If you like what you read, please go to the front page and give us a thumbs up. We do like to see the fan likes, and we hope you enjoy. We have, I have created a new campaign setting for Old School Essentials called the Brawnhaven campaign setting. We were just reviewed on Nerd Cognito's podcast, and I highly recommend going to their podcast and listening to the most current episode. It was a good review. It sounded like they really liked it. But the stuff on Drive-Thru RPG, I have new proofs of the first 3 books are inbound, and as soon as I get those, I'm already confident that they will be perfect, and so as perfect as they need to be. They will be available for print on demand. So if you are like me and you like print books, you can get these in print from Drive-Thru RPG. 2 of the books are already available. The Orc Who Would Be Queen and what's the other one? Oh, The Ruins of Castle Braun are already available in print. And all of the adventures are being done in premium color soft cover. But the campaign setting book and the upcoming Atlas 1 Skelos Mountains will be hardcovers. So keep an eye out for those, and they should be available print on demand very soon. So you guys can move yourselves wherever you want for your marching order. I just threw you guys in here. Actually, we should probably.
You got to put. Oh, you did. Never mind. I will shut up. What I'm gonna do?
Like, did I miss somebody?
No, that's why I'm shutting up. Are you wanting us to roll initiative, or are you just tossing us on there for fun?
I'm just tossing you on there now because I'm anticipating interesting things to take place.
I don't think so. I think we're gonna come in here and there'll be like a tetherball tournament going on.
a Top Gun homoerotic volleyball game.
Yeah. There's this TV show, what is it? What is that one with the kids in the St. Bernard's Extraordinary Group? It's on Disney. It's like they're like little mystery solving crazy extraordinary kids and stuff, but the school that they're in and all that, instead of like football and tennis, they've got like water polo and tetherball, and they know all the athletes, like they'll be like, oh my god, that's the international tetherball champion right there, look.
International tetherball champion.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm very select about what I watch on Disney Plus. Pretty much, I watch it to see what the current newest whatever Star Wars show is.
Oh yeah.
And maybe sometimes whatever the current show for Marvel is, although after what was this last one, Miss Marvel, was it Miss Marvel? Whatever. Yeah, I was like, nah. My interest in Marvel is rapidly waning.
Out on She-Hulk. No.
Oh, I got through. To my credit, I was able to make it through 2 episodes of She-Hulk before I was like, "Fuck this! I'm
Wow.
done. I am
like
done with
the
this show."
Jesus.
I mean, the CGI alone, it like gave me a headache to even look at. I was like, "What are they doing?" But
Yeah,
you know,
that's like
their head of VFX, Victoria Alonso, they fired her because she was, and I quote her, "Oh, well, it's obviously because I'm Latina and a lesbian." Yeah, it's not the shitty work you've done. No, that has nothing to do with it.
It looked terrible.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, that was rough.
Willow was all right.
Willow was okay, although
It had terrible acting, but a fun story.
It had so much potential, and then like the skeleton of the story was great, and then they
fucked it up.
They fucked it up royally.
Yeah,
you know.
But see, that made it fun.
No, it didn't. If they'd have stuck to the skeleton of the story, it would have been fun. But you know, whatever. The other thing that irritated me about Willow was that they took the namesake of the show and made him he was below a tertiary character. He was this inept side person that every once in a while would have a scene where he piped up and said something completely inconsequential, and then they would just, I don't know.
It's that
whatever.
That epic ass monotone acting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, that's the shit. To be able to go through hell and good times and bad and have the same tone in your voice, that is some fucking acting right fucking there, man. That is the shit.
So
Yeah.
you open up this this vault, and like I said, the floors are metal grates, and clearly over the last 2,000 years, this base has seen better days. It is not entirely watertight at this point, and there is water running down the walls, and you're sloshing probably almost waist deep, thigh deep through water. And you did a scan, but there is, excuse me, I had Taco Bell for dinner and it's attacking me. So you did a scan, but there's so much radiation scatter that you're aware that there are some blips, but you can't pick up where anything's at.
Well, primarily, I'm, wanting to scan just, our immediate area for hazards. Basically the Geiger counter,
right?
Type function and all that. I really want to monitor that. At least, I want to set my shit, I guess, to close range, so that way, all that background radiation interference and shit that's floating around this whole fucking place, and it just doesn't interfere with what I'm trying to do.
So it is good. So Gregor, what kind of armor are you wearing?
Combat armor improved.
Okay.
Dread 145.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I mean, these guys.
Suit.
The zone is so hot. Didn't you guys take some radiation damage even through your battle dress?
Yeah, we did. And
we did. And then we drained the radioactive water. But I gave out some anti-radiation.
Yeah.
No, he was saying that he's got his Geiger counter going. So you are registering. I mean, this water that you're wading through. 2 things. One, the water itself is quite warm, and 2, you are registering that the Geiger counter is reading basically that if it were not for your suits, you would be taking a lot more radiation poisoning meds. You might grow a 3rd testicle, and that's for the women.
So what kind of numbers are we talking about here? Are we talking about like a constant 100 rads just floating around all the time?
Yeah, it's more than that. It is, what was it? I want to say it's 2D times 100, or yeah, it's like 2D times 100 per hour.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
2D, huh? Right. Well, I mean,
Take meds, folks.
Yes.
Yeah,
How many,
well,
how
Take
many
your
meds can I
anti-rad
take?
Flintstones
Yeah.
vitamins.
well, yeah, Doc, you just tell me whenever the fuck I guess we need to take it.
I need to take one right now.
It hasn't even affected me. We're going to assume that you were probably taking one on the ship, and so yeah, at the end of this haul, so your scanners, in addition to the Geiger counter registering that the water's very warm, the metal grates under you are exceptionally warm, and your scanner does pick up two interesting things. You do detect through the static of radiation that there are these hatches in the floor. They are sealed shut.
Are they filled with radiation?
You don't know. There's no power going to them.
Okay.
I assume we can't scan through them.
Nope.
We've killed the power to the entire base. I mean, the primary power. It might have batteries or backup generators or something, but its primary power source was the dam, and we hit it with an ion cannon. Its electronics were flat, and then it failed.
Yeah, its turbine shut
killed,
down. It couldn't pump the water anymore, and the dam the levee burst. At the end of the hall, there is a large iris door.
I'll head towards the door, I guess, up that way.
So you are detecting there must be some kind of residual battery power, because consoles and whatnot do still have power, but you're not detecting that there's any power going to these sealed floor hatches. And keep in mind they're under 3 feet of water.
Is there a console? Can we turn on some pumps or something?
No, because this was originally designed to be watertight, so there probably, there wouldn't be any kind of sump pump setup. It would be designed to.
Okay, so
2,000 years ago, this was watertight.
So the water's radioactive and water flows like downward, so probably opening the hatches seems like a bad idea at this point for right now. I'd say we keep going forward and try and get out the water. Try and get out of the water, I should say.
I agree with that. Getting out of this bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Does Iris open easy?
It is. Yeah. The Iris door opens, and
we don't have to use a plasma grenade to open it.
No.
No. I have other means of doing opening things. I asked Keith to do it.
So you open the Iris door, and you see this long hallway, this east-west hallway. There is a number of Iris doors that lead off of this hallway, and in the water, you see that there are two corpses that are floating in the water. They look like they've been here for a couple of days. They are quite bloated.
Just a couple of days?
Yes, but
not a couple of centuries.
Not a couple of centuries. These are much more recent than that, but they are the radiation burns on them are to the point where it's really hard to tell. But they're still meaty.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look those corpses over.
All right. Yeah, I want to hit them with a good scanning before people go touching and poking and prodding, if that's okay.
Sure.
How about a 14?
Well, they what you do know is that they were wearing combat armor. And Beth, you can make a medic plus intellect or education check.
Yeah, all the data from my scans and shit will go to everybody that has the means to take the little broadcast.
Yeah, I'm sure that you have heads up.
I share stuff. Yeah. Hell yeah.
8.
So, Beth, you determine that both of these corpses, this one that you're currently standing in front of looking at, he's he's not just radioactive from the water. You can see that what looks like just ripped his combat armor to shreds is some kind of plasma weapon. And it just went right through his armor and burned him. The other guy seems to have died from laser fire. And in addition to that, one of his arms has been completely ripped off.
All right, so this is from a fight.
That was pretty easy for the doctor to determine.
Right, yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, she had to roll the body over, and, there was like one tendon still holding it on, so.
I wonder if there's a coincidence that they were standing next to hatches in the ground where something could have come up to shoot, blast, or rip from.
Well, I don't know. If it was a couple of days ago, though, it was when primary power was still in the...
Put it down, yeah.
That wasn't what I wanted to do.
Opening a hatch might, the floor is already a grate, so if there was a way for it to flow out, then they would have found it. I want to take point and look down the other hallway and see if there's any, stairs up to get out of the nuclear water.
No, but at the end of the hallway, both sides of this hallway end in another iris valve door. But you see that this end of the hallway actually goes north.
I want to ready an aerosol grenade.
Okay. There is another iris door to the north.
All right.
I'm riding with the captain with my aerosol grenade and ready to throw.
Okay. What are
I got a good feeling about this direction.
All right.
Gregor's still down here. I would assume Gregor wants to come up here.
I want to advise everybody to stay the fuck off these hatches.
Yeah. Seems wise.
Just in case. Good safety.
Well, I mean, Chris ain't going to say shit. He's going to wait until you put your token on top of the damn thing, and then all of a sudden, everything goes crazy.
See, you've been playing too much Old School Essentials with me. I mean...
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think about where I fucking put my token, I tell you that.
Yeah, you pay a lot more attention to that now, don't you?
Did something happen?
Yeah, they went through a trapped hallway that had... Wes poked around with a 10-foot pole, but unfortunately it wasn't that kind of trap that was going to set it off. He did a search for traps, failed, and so just declared, I don't know. And so then I watch him and the other guy, Gabe, my brother-in-law, and I watch Gabe move his token directly through, and I'm looking at the Game Master's map, and I'm like, he goes right through 2 of the traps. And then Wes takes his and sets it right on top of another one. I'm like, all right, both of you guys roll a d6. And Wes got a 6, which was fine. But no, Gabe had to roll a 2. And so all of these salad shooter blades come up out of the floor and spread dwarf all over the hall.
Yeah, there's been a lot of dying in that game.
Yes. Well, it's getting better now that you guys are higher level. But yeah, some of the traps are brutal. So this iris valve door is actually locked. And again, there is a 10-key pad, and there's no numbers on any of the buttons. The buttons are completely blank.
You figured it out last time, right?
Yeah, I hacked it last time, but it was a rough go. I don't know.
Do you feel like hacking it again?
Let me ask, what weapons do you guys have?
I have a PGMP.
We're packing, man.
Yeah, they loaded up.
I'm not fucking around.
All I got's assault rifle and assault pistol.
Right. And I swapped to my new combat armor, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Would you like a breaching gun?
I don't think I can really use it.
Okay.
It's just gun combat. Yeah, breaching guns are kind of cool because they fire basically like shotgun rounds, but they are sticky grenades.
I could try to hack it if Keith doesn't want to screw with it.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to use all my shits and giggles with the computer, my intellect, and then I'm going to -1 because this is a TL15 computer and I have a TL14. But I'll get 2 for the penetration, and do I get 2 more for the decryption?
Yes.
All right, so 2, 4. So we're just going to count that as 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 6.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, it's important. 13.
Okay, so the door you get a and it starts the screen starts to tick down from 5.
Yeah.
Let's go.
5,
Yeah,
4.
let's move.
3.
I'm moving. We're like running away. Run away.
It gets down to 0, and things start to happen.
Did I need like 14?
Yep.
Should
oh
I
my
said some
God, it's
shit
a
like
death bot. What the hell has that got for armor?
man, you just got to hit it and hit it a lot.
You may hide behind me with my battle.
Yeah.
There's no shame in that.
Let's just see how it plays out, I guess. Now, while we get into this, because we've done it both ways now, are we just keeping our entire roll for initiative and not doing any math, or are we doing the effect?
Yeah, you don't need to do the effect. You can just roll 2d6 plus your dex or intellect, and that works.
All right.
As you can.
With my new decks.
Oh, good.
Yeah, using the effect is the same as regular initiative, but with more steps. And
I understand.
Yeah,
the only part that matters is if we do the same thing.
Right.
We just have to do it the same way.
Right.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, good. I've got a +3.
Damn. Gregor with a 13.
I've got a +3 with those. My dex is +2.
Nice.
I did the alternate way to creating this
I forgot
character.
I got fucking combat armor on and more decks.
Nice.
Yeah, so that really upped my initiative there. And then maybe we can get a tactics or something, or is that a?
Yeah, if somebody's got tactics military,
I guess we don't really need it because we've already won.
Yeah, you're already doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So this timer ticks down, and you don't really hear it so much as you can feel it in the floor. That it sounds like something comes to life and whirs open, and water in this hallway starts to drain out of the hallway, and you can now see that it is flowing into these 2 hatches. Around the corner here in this hatch, a Sindalian deathbot floats up out of this small hatch, and it looks like this.
Captain, you ought to fucking broadcast the fucking Duke codes to it. Yep.
Can we run for 36 hours?
Well, it is Gregor's turn. What would Gregor like to do? You can feel the floor vibrating, and you can see this thing floating up.
Well, I raise my assault rifle and I let it go.
Okay. I assume you're shooting on burst fire?
Yes. Which I've never done before.
So burst fire just means that you're going to do like a 3-shot burst, and you get to add the auto rating to the damage dealt.
Let's see. What is the auto rating for the assault rifle? To look at.
You got a advanced combat rifle or assault rifle?
Yeah.
Just an assault rifle.
It is auto 2.
Okay. So I get to add 2 to my dex?
No. So if you're firing a burst, it would be gun combat plus your dex modifier.
Okay.
And plus 2d6. And you're looking for an 8 plus to hit. And then you would add 2 to whatever damage if you hit.
Okay. So it's 2 plus 2d, and that would be
so
2d.
It's 2d plus your gun combat plus your dex, and 8 hits. And so then the
I hit.
Yes, you did hit. And damage for the assault rifle is 3d and auto 2, so it'd be 3d plus 2.
Ooh, look at that.
Okay, so Gregor whips up his assault rifle and rips off a burst, and you guys can see sparks fly off of this death bot as bullets ricochet off of it, and it takes no damage. It does not get through its armor.
I didn't even scratch its paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it the code, Captain.
With your minor action, Gregor, did you want to move? You can move 6 meters.
Hell no.
Actually,
these people have better armor than me. I want them in front.
Right. Yes, that's a good point. Yes. Okay. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
I have to choose between attacking and giving it codes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna attack it then.
Okay. Go for it. Use your PGMP, then go heavy weapons on it.
I will. Let me see.
I can rebuild this thing.
You probably need to move to about here.
Oh, yeah.
Get a line of sight on it.
Seven.
Oh, that is a miss.
How did I miss?
Doesn't she get bonus for being so close?
That is a good question.
Wait, do I add my dex?
Yes.
Oh, then it's 8.
Then that,
Okay.
Okay, that's a hit.
All right, cool. Yeah, I just added 1 and 2.
I was gonna say she's using a PGMP. She must look like the guy in Ghostbusters in the in the dining room, just hosing the place. Whoa, 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 whoa! Now he's shooting, Tex.
I rolled 2, so that's 20, right? I think that's how it works.
Let's see. PGMP.
Good time I'm shooting it.
Dun, dun, dun. Which PGMP is that? Does it say dash 13 or dash 15 or
14? That's what it says.
Okay, so come on here.
Well, now we know what killed these guys.
I hate the fact that they changed plasma gun man portable to plasma gun human portable. I'm like, what?
Come on, who gives a fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, really?
I just felt like I could haul it around without having battle dress anyway.
Right, yeah, you're certainly probably not going to be lugging this thing around. But... PG HP. Is it though? No, that's a PG8. There it is. And it is a 14, so that is, yeah, you roll 1d times 10.
Okay, so I got 20 then.
Yeah, 1d times 10. So you got 20 points on him?
Yeah.
Okay.
It melts him at all.
Well, we're going to find out.
Better be careful, he's going to rip arms off.
So he is going to take 12 points.
Sweet. Okay. It's something. And I'm going to step in front of Ox, our most precious crew member.
I'm glad.
I'm glad you feel that way about me. So you drill this thing right dead center, and you guys see a shower of sparks come out, and there is smoke pouring out of there. There's a big melted hole in it, and it is still coming. Ting, what would you like to do?
I want to click the right thing here, and it's 5 meters from me to him. I've already measured it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to run up on him, and I'm going to grapple him. I'm going to grab a hold of that laser and make sure it doesn't point at my friends.
Okay.
What's your strength? 35?
No. Right now, I am rocking 12 strength in my combat, my battle dress. And so I get that, and then I've got the unarmed combat too. So I'll get +4 on my roll, and then whatever the fuck the robot gets, it gets. And then it's like whoever really wins this roll.
So go ahead and make your grapple check. I mean, it's going to be easy for you to beat. So,
dun, 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 dun.
So this thing has these like two. It's got 2 gun ports like right in its midsection. I mean, it's kind of shaped like a lumpy egg, but anyways, right in its midsection there are these 2 smaller gun ports. And then, of course, there is a much larger gun port on its just above where I guess you would say its face is. It doesn't really have much of a face. It's a rather fugly-looking robot. And, of course, it's got these 2 arms that end in 3-fingered manipulators, and these fingers are quite sharp. It's like its manipulators are like ice picks.
Mm-hmm.
And so you reach up and you grab it, and you have this thing grappled, and it is bitching and whining, floating around and carrying on.
And so because I won that, I believe I get to choose several options of shit I can do to it. If that's...
Yeah, let's see here. Let's see. Here's combat.
I'm looking for it too, because it's a whole bunch of fucking...
Yeah, there's a number of things. Melee attacks. Here it is.
It's
Grappling.
on page
yeah,
78.
So you grapple the enemy. You can choose to force an opponent to go prone on the ground, disarm. Well, that's impossible.
Right.
you can throw the opponent. You can inflict damage equal to 2 plus the effect of your roll. So with an 11.
I want to do that because it ignores armor.
Yep. So that would deal another 6.
So I'm gonna grab it and just smash it into the bulkhead about it and do that damage.
That does another 6. Yeah, you kind of grab it and ram it into the wall and bash it for another 6 points of damage.
Yeah. And then I'll say I am the Star Dragon Knight of Jagersil. Bow to my will.
Ox, what would you like to do?
Well, it has an audio sensor and stuff.
Well, I don't think shooting at the thing now that Ting is wrapped around it is a good idea. I'm going to change out the magazine on my ACR to armor piercing, discarding sabot.
Okay.
And I'm going to look in the hole right next to me where there happens to be water draining into and make sure nothing is coming out of it.
So these two, this hole here is empty. And it looks like it's probably about a good 2 meters deep.
Okay. If I have time, I'm going to go run over to the other one and look in.
Same thing. And the other thing that you notice is that at the bottom, there is it's it's almost like the very bottom of this 2 meter deep shaft. It's about 1.5 meters in diameter, about 2 meters deep. And at the bottom of this shaft, there seems to be like some kind of plug-in for these things, like a Roomba base station that these things can plug right to keep them charged up.
Okay.
But both of these are empty.
So we're not playing Whack-A-Mole.
Right. At least not yet.
Okay. I'm gonna. Does it look like? It looks like these are just once and done. It's not like there's a service passage where these guys could do the whack-a-mole, go in one and come out the other. Just once they're loaded, that's it.
Right. Yeah. From what you can see, this looks like each one of these is an individual.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to cover these other irises that we haven't gone through in case something nasty tries to come out of them.
Okay.
I've seen Ting fight things when he goes grapple them. It's the Deathbot's doomed.
So which direction are you covering in particular?
Well, here, let me step back a little, and I'm looking down the hallway where we came.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you're holding an action and readying yourself for whatever shows up. Keith,
Yes.
Keith, what would you like to do?
I'm torn. But first of all, I want to be able to shoot the Deathbot, but I can't because the thing is in the way, I think.
Fuck yeah, you can shoot that thing, man. Just don't fucking miss.
If you miss, because he's in. Well, I mean, you chose to do damage, so you're not actually technically grappled with him anymore, but you are standing right in front of him. I would say that you would have to really screw up in order to hit Ting, especially at this range.
All right. Yeah. I'll move there, and I will shoot with my laser rifle.
Okay.
And that is 9.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
That is a hit with a +1 to damage.
Kill it, Keith, because it's probably pissed that I talk shit.
Yeah, it's probably really pissed.
I really depend on y'all to have my back when I do this bullshit.
Them circuit boards.
I don't know how pissed it is. It's got an intellect of 4, so it may not have even really.
Well, I did use a Sindalian prank, so maybe it'll just talk.
That is 30.
Ooh, mama!
The PMP.
What are you're shooting your laser rifle?
My laser rifle. It does 5d plus 3 damage.
Holy shit! Plus an additional 1. Okay.
Dang, dude.
Kill that mother.
Yeah. So Keith just drills this thing with his laser rifle, and right through the faceplate, and it drops to the ground.
Yay! He killed it.
Right.
Good work.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of, God, I wish. Is this thing too big to carry?
What's it weigh? 300 kilos?
I think moving on might be in order, actually.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah, okay.
Ox,
Yeah.
you get your shot, because this door here opens, and another death bot comes out, and you can hear another one not too far behind it.
And I will
Ooh.
I will notify in case anybody needs to know that.
Yeah.
Incoming from the rear.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our laddies, there's an incoming from the rear.
Okay. Well, I guess I only rolled a 6. Yep,
Yeah,
2
so-
plus 2.
So that's a miss.
Yep.
Let's see. This one gets to about here, and this door opens, and this one is going to do a ram and rip on Ting.
I would like to use my reaction to was this like a melee attack?
It is.
Can I parry it?
Yeah. I would say you could parry as a reaction. So let's see here. Let's go back to your weapon traits. Action. So parry is your so doing inflict their melee skill. So what is your melee skill?
2
Okay.
is unarmed. I'm using the monofilament claws, retractable claws.
Okay. Well, that doesn't matter. It's just your melee skill is parrying, and he misses with a 4. You successfully parry his attack, and when he goes to attack, those three finger ice pick fingers are spinning around like he was going to chew you up.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do is to not take damage. Oh, fuck you, Sindalian Deathbot.
These two guys are probably not going to be floating right on top of each other. They are going to open fire with their twin-linked laser carbines. One's going to shoot at Ting, the other's going to shoot at Keith.
Gotta save the captain.
No,
Use
that's
the
right.
corpses as shield, guys.
An 11 hits Ting,
Ouch.
and that is going to be so 14. What's your armor?
23.
Oh yeah, he doesn't even get through your armor.
Yeah, I tell you, I am the Star Dragon Knight of Yaggersill, and you need to bow down.
The next guy on Keith hits with a 10.
And he rolls a lot of dice, low numbers.
For 19.
I have 26 armor.
Okay. Well, that
I
is.
think that has access to the ducal codes or everybody.
It's just you.
Shit. Okay.
And that is what those. Oh, this guy got shot at, but he didn't do anything. He's going to shoot at Ox.
Okay. Scout version battle dress, protection 20.
And he misses with a 6.
Yeah, I know the feeling, buddy.
Welcome to the club. We're back to Gregor. You've got a Deathbot coming at you.
What would it cost me to switch from my rifle to my pistol?
Minor action.
I switch, I rotate, look at this, switch to my pistol and fire.
Okay.
This, we're getting so close that he's so close with the rifle, I'm going to have to hit him over the head.
That's true. And at least with a pistol, you can parry in melee combat.
Well, I do have unarmored for. Okay, so I fire, which is dex and what? Gun punt?
So, yeah, it would be gun combat plus your dex modifier. Or gun combat slug.
Missed.
Okay, so you miss.
How can I miss from that? From 4 meters?
That's true. I will say that there's a. Well, it would only be a +1. 7 would still be a miss. So yeah, you're still a miss.
So I have one minor. I have 1 minor left.
No, that was a significant action and 1 minor.
Okay.
Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
If I don't know how I would broadcast the codes to these guys, is that something I would know how to do?
I would think so, yeah.
They have auditory sensors, so I mean they can hear you.
Okay, yeah,
I have a comm dot augmentation.
I'm gonna try and use the code and see if I can possibly get us out of this, because this is gonna be a rough
Okay.
fight.
You can see that the code has been received, but they don't react to it.
Shit. Okay, so if I was a duke, they would just fucking murder me.
Well, it seems.
Well,
the assumption is that if you were a duke, you would have known the code to get into this door, and so these things are automatically programmed. The Sindalians were very paranoid, and so the automatic assumption is that it doesn't matter if you have the ducal code or not. You failed to open the door, so everybody's suspect. The Sindalians, a lot of times. To tell you how paranoid the Sindalians were, if there was a high-ranking officer in the Sindalian military, the Emperor would sometimes just assign a deathbot to be a part of this guy's retinue and his family. And if there was any kind of doubt about this guy's loyalty, the deathbot would just be given a code to just wipe everybody out. Just kill the whole family. Okay. So yeah, these things are cold, ruthless killing machines.
Just like Ting.
Yeah, similar to Ting, yeah. So Ting, what would you like to do? You got this one here that just tried to give you a hug.
Yeah. God, I wonder if they've got ion shielding.
That would be a good question.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and try it. I'm just gonna step right in here in the middle of all these guys and pull out an electromagnetic pulse grenade.
Okay.
And let's 157. I want to look at what I'm doing real quick
So
because
it would be an athletics dex check.
well, I'm thinking I'm just gonna kind of hold it in my hand and let it go off. I've got ion shielding. I paid. I had it done.
Okay.
And so I mean, if it's I'm immune to it. I just want to make sure that I don't get such a blast radius that I fuck all my party up.
So it has a
'cause-
6-meter blast radius.
All right.
For
So
you, it would go back to Beth.
all right, so I want to try to toss it. I'm going to go on and make my dex check. I'm going to try to just launch, just right here next to the door. Just going to gently roll it so it's right here,
Okay.
and that'll keep Keith out of the area, and I shouldn't actually be leaving any of the things to get, a reactive thing. So,
All right.
so
go
there's that.
Go ahead and make your athletics dex check.
All right. 7.
Oh no.
Well, close.
So it will put Keith. Keith will still catch the edge of it, but
And you missed with the grenade.
I mean, I guess the worst case that happens is we need to reboot Keith and get him up and running again. But we'll have time to do things to these bots before they come back online. I mean, if they come back online.
okay. So it goes off. And these 3 are shut down.
Dun,
And-
dun, dun, dun.
And Keith's armor. What kind of armor are you wearing, Keith?
The one you just gave me.
Was that battle dress?
It was battle dress. It was TL-15 battle dress. It has a 26 protection, strength +4, dex +6. I don't know much more detail than that, other than
Did you put any options in it?
I did put. It has the anti-missile.
Gotcha. Well, right now you are stuck. Your armor, you see blue lightning bolts go all around his armor, and you see him. Keith's just kind of stuck there. He's upright, but he can't move. And
This will be for 6 minutes.
yep, 6 minutes.
So sorry about that, Keith, but I've got work to do.
Yeah.
I've got 6 minutes.
We got a
Yeah.
statue. We got to take care of that statue too.
We still have one more death bot too.
Yes. That's true.
Well, that's wonderful.
Ox, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna try and shoot the damn thing again.
Go for it.
I couldn't
Okay.
take my time, Keith. I'm sorry.
Well, that's better.
Yeah,
So,
That's
hit with a 12,
that is a +4 to damage. What are you shooting at it?
discarding armor piercing, discarding Sabbat, so you take 9 off his protection
Okay.
for his armor, and so there's 12, and if you add 4 more to it, that's 16, and 9 off his protection.
Okay. So he's gonna take all 16. And you can see a number of armor-piercing holes right through this fugly egg-shaped bot. Keith, you are stuck in your armor.
I am gonna, I guess, stand still because I don't know what else I can do. Is there anything I can do?
You could yell at us, like, "Hey guys, you can't move."
Yeah, but his comms are shut down, so
Yeah, my comms
if
are
you
shut
looked at
down.
his faceplate, you'd see his lips moving, but you wouldn't hear anything.
Can you do some kind of engineering power
Like,
I would say go ahead and you can make an engineering power plus intellect or education check to try and get this thing to reset.
This save is brought to you by your friendly crew-wide rules lawyer.
That's only 7.
Yeah, no, you're stuck.
Yeah, damn it. Oh, I tried. And we could really use you to disable these fucking robots right now.
it's not a while. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the second one out of this hallway comes out. And Ting, you can feel like the floor has moved. Hold on a second here.
The floor is more security shit's going off.
Honestly, I expected you guys to get further than this before before you lit the world on fire.
Well, we have a tendency to act up.
Hopefully, this is every death bot in the entire facility.
Well,
but I don't
you
think
can't
so.
fucking gamble on that, man.
Nope.
Okay.
We just
so
Does Ox get to move after he fired?
Yeah, Ox can move 6 meters.
I'm good.
Okay. Both of these guys are going to open up with their. Well, you know what? This guy is going to open up with a light plasma gun.
Holy. What's the blast radius on a plasma grenade?
It is. $20 meters.
That's a bit too much.
Yeah, that's a big grenade. So yeah, this one on Ox is going to open up with his light plasma gun.
Roll a 6 or less.
8 is just a hit. Or 18 points of damage.
Okay. 20 protection from the
Okay.
scout suit.
So he hits you dead center in the chest with a light plasma gun, and it does not crack your armor.
There goes my paint job.
Yeah. Yes.
No kidding. It's all black now.
And this one is going to open up on Gregor with the twin-linked laser carbines. And just hits with an 8. For 19 damage. What is your armor protection?
17.
So you take 2 points of damage directly off your endurance.
Off my endurance.
Yep. That comes right off the endurance stat first. Once endurance is used up, additional damage can come off of your choice of either strength or dexterity. And once strength or dexterity is at 0, then you fall unconscious. Okay. Gregor, what would you like to do now that you have a wound and you've been stitched through your armor?
I'm going to shoot at this guy, and then I'm going to fall back.
Not a bad plan.
So
you're shooting. This is the one that shot you.
I shot at the one that's already damaged. I'm shooting the one that's already damaged.
Yep, dead foe can't hurt you.
And let's see. So it's dex plus slug.
Correct. That is a hit with a +2 to damage.
And what do I use for damage?
Let's
Is
see. That's an auto pistol.
Yeah, so it's +2 +4. That's a +4, right?
Let me look at auto. Is an auto? Well, wait.
It's an auto. It's a assault pistol.
Assault pistol. That's the one. Hold on a second. Get through all of the Stone Age weapons. There we go. Auto. No. Assault pistol. So assault pistol does 3d -3 if it's on burst, so that would be 3d -1, and you got a +2, so it is 3d +1 damage. Is the net result. Okay. He takes 1 point. As you do crack through his riddled armor.
And then I move to here.
Okay. Captain Beth, what would you like to do? I can't hear you.
You're muted.
Sorry, I moved just a smidge. And
Muted.
then. What? Still?
No, I'm joking.
Oh. God damn it. All right. I'll try and get this guy with the PGMP.
The one that's already damaged? Or the other guy?
Yeah, I should probably get the one that's damaged.
Okay.
13.
That's a hit. Destructive weapons you don't add effect to. So roll 1d times 10.
30.
Ooh.
He's gone.
Yeah, he is. This one, you hit it, and there is a shower of sparks, and it mostly is just melted metal. There's just a puddle on this floor.
Hey, it's going to clog that port.
Yeah, right. Bodies off of the screen. Did you want to move at all with your minor action, or stay where you're at?
I think I'm good for now. I want to stay in front of the store in case any shit comes out of it.
Okay. Yep. All right. Ting, what would you like to do?
Well, I've got to trust my teammates to handle that dude over there. He's way over the fucking there, and I'm a melee character, so...
Also, so this door is open. And
this one?
Yep. And you can see into this room that the water is draining in this room as well. There were two of those ground ports here.
Yeah. Well, I'll kind of keep my eye on that direction, but I've really got to get onto stuff. This guy right here.
Uh-huh.
I want to use the tools on my power suit to just kind of dismantle him and remove his power source.
Okay.
I have robotics.
Yeah,
and,
go ahead and make a robotics plus intellect or education check.
All right, so we'll do this at +3.
Yeah, no. You are moving this thing around and trying to figure out how to get into this thing. It is an exquisitely designed Tech Level 15 Deathbot. Now, keep in mind that the Sindalians were the only ones that actually created a robot called a Deathbot, like completely unironically. You're trying to get into this thing, and it's like trying to crack the case on an iPhone. It's not as easy as you might think.
Well, I'm setting it up for next round because I've got to get in here and turn this thing off before it turns back on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Ox, what would you like to do?
Put a burst into the other Sindalian deathbot down the corridor.
Okay.
9 and 8 after you take away his protection.
Okay. And so that comes out as 9 points of damage. Yeah, you riddle him, you crack through his armor, but he's still moving. Did you want to move 6 meters with your minor action?
Sure, I'll back up with the rest of the party.
Okay. Keith, you can make another engineering power plus intellect or education.
Cool. I will try.
There is no try.
Even worse?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
damn.
got snake eyes, so I got 6.
Wow.
An extra 2 minutes is added to his downtime. No, I'm fucking with you. No. So yeah,
you shouldn't have taken the fuses out.
Oh my gosh.
yeah. Keith's inside his battle dress replacing fuses really quick. Does this one do it? Does that one do it? Vacuum tubes.
Yeah.
The Deathbots. This one is going to fire a light plasma gun at Beth. Jesus. And miss somehow. So, there's that. And up here,
We're okay with that.
this guy doesn't care about his friends. He's going to fire a light plasma gun at Ting.
Another one.
And hits for a +3. Ooh, 23 points of damage.
All right. Well, I have some armor, so let's look. I'll take that 23. I have protection 23.
Okay. So, yeah, he does crack your armor, but your armor stops it at the last minute.
That's all it takes.
There is a big melty mark, like almost all the way through your armor.
It's but a flesh wound.
What are you going to do? Bleed on me? Gregor, what would you like to do?
Well, there's only one thing I can do.
Use Ox as a human shield.
Well, I could move to here.
I take offense at the human part.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
No reason to throw
Did I
insults.
fire my pistol between these two?
Oh, yeah.
And that would be 2D plus 3. I get a hit.
Yes, you do. So that is a +2 to damage. So you are looking at
3D plus 2.
3D minus 1.
$12.
Okay. So he will take 4. You got through. He's still moving. And your minor action, did you want to stay where you're at? You got
I'm going to move back here.
make myself as small as possible between these
I'm
three
gonna
suits
hide
of
behind
armor.
this big mean thing.
All right. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
Time to do some more blasting with the same gun.
Okay.
Oh. So if I'm wearing the battle dress, I use. Okay, wait. So it says Dex +4, but that's like the actual number here.
Right, so your dex would be 12. which would give you a damage modifier of 2, I believe.
So you're talking about your dex bonus for your battle dress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's
it makes
not...
your dex 12. That would be a +2 modifier.
Okay. So then, and then +1 for heavy weapon. Yeah. So it's +3 altogether. So it's 8. Okay. I hit with an 8.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
1d times 10.
I rolled a 6. Okay.
60. Oh. I'm just curious how bad this is.
He's another molten puddle.
Yeah, I don't even know that there's going to be sparks. I mean, because he takes 52 points of damage, which puts him at -37. So yeah, she lights him up, and you see a shower of sparks. And when all the flashy lighting is done, there's nothing left but smoking ozone. Did you want to move at all, Beth?
No, I feel so badass after that. I'm just basking in it.
You're like looking at the gun. God damn, I love this thing. Ting, what would you like to do?
He's going to wrestle that guy.
No, I'm not. I'm going to pull out another electromagnetic grenade and run right up on him and set it off with it just sitting in my hand.
Okay.
I'm going to hold it right in front of him and go, ha-ha! And it's going to go...
Okay, so you pull the pin in your hand, show it to him. Hey, look at this! Go ahead and roll your damage. Oh, wait, it's that electromagnetic pulse. And so
5 minutes.
He sparks for a second and shuts down.
That's what I'm talking about, Paw Paw.
So you can see better into this room. You're the only one, but this is what you see. So there was this wall up here. Evidently was a secret hidden door. And you can see that there is a room just beyond, and the lights are kind of... in this room, the lights are flickering on as you have stepped into the doorway. They didn't really react to the deathbots because the deathbots don't need them. This room up here is still dark.
All right, fair enough. Well, I've got a lot going on right now with all the stuff behind me, and so that's great. I will say, there's a way we can move this way, but I don't know if it's the way to go or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's looted containers and shit in here, but I don't see any other robots. Yeah, there
Looks
you go.
like one of these containers not looted.
Or 2 of them, yeah.
2 of them.
So we're out of initiative because the deathbots are shut down for at least another 5 minutes. So
I am going to, if I have to use my razor claws that will rip through these things like butter, I'm going to pull their power out.
Okay, so you're taking time to get into these things, and go ahead and make another robotics plus intellect or education check.
13.
There you go. So you do find a way to get into these things and disable their power. And that takes you probably about another 4 minutes, and you are able to shut all of these. You are able to pull out all of their power supplies and get them shut down.
You are the man.
I want to take these things to the ship.
When we have time.
Yeah, but I mean these 4 right here, I want to earmark them as the Sindalian Deathbot Death Squad.
You're going to
You know.
reprogram them.
And I'm going to make them better.
You might have a little bit of a hard time doing that, but I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that because of how these are designed, they may be difficult to do. The one thing that you can tell is that these are considered priceless artifacts. Like if you were to sell one of these on the black market, and you probably don't want to think too much about anybody that would want to purchase something known as a deathbot, but I mean, depending on your moral caliber. But the fact of the matter is, you could pretty much command almost any price you want. These are considered priceless relics.
Sweet.
Man, I've got to get these buddies working on I got to get one of us, at least one of them, we got to keep it, but we got to get them all debugged and hacked.
That will definitely take some doing and some time.
Sure. But yeah, I want to earmark these four as death 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yes.
I'll be happy to help. Also, I have the robotics skills.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
You guys can do some work in your in the engineering section.
We're gonna do some shit.
Yeah.
Well, they're
custom paint jobs.
Can I patch up Gregor?
Some strobe
lights. You can go ahead and make a medic plus intellect or education check.
10.
Okay, so Gregor, you would get 2 points back to your endurance. I don't think anybody else took any actual real damage yet, did they?
No, we really lucked out and or did a good job, you know.
That puts me back to 0 change.
Any of these destroyed bots that have been busted up through here, do any of them have like a fob or anything that I can loot that might open doors for us?
That's an interesting question.
But yeah, it is.
Go ahead and make another robotics plus intellect or education.
Well, I've got that shit loaded up. Let's see what happens. Ooh, 7. Keith might have to do it.
Your guess is that whatever they use to be able to open doors and whatnot is probably a part of their transceiver and wireless data link.
Yeah, I can't find a fob.
And I will point out that my advanced combat rifle leaves parts for Ting to play with, unlike plasma weapons.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. There are a number of bits and pieces, but your robotics check was enough that you do know that these things have a wireless data link, which means that they are capable of connecting to a bigger computer system.
Fair enough. And the most important question is, did the camera bot get the good angle when I wrestled that shit?
So that you can upload it to the news network?
Well, I mean, I want to,
hey,
if we're going to be pirates, we have to have, like a hype video.
That's true. That's true.
And that's what I'm talking about,
I would say that
he's got a peck book.
It's funny that you bring that up because I hadn't really thought about it, but the reality is that 90% of piracy in the golden age of piracy really was propaganda and how people viewed you. There was a lot less fighting and pirating going on than a lot of people going, "Oh shit, we don't want to get into a fight with that guy," because they'd heard all these ridiculous stories.
People are going to pull over and just give us our stuff if we get like our notorious rating up enough.
The gunfighters of the Old West are the same way. You'd read these propaganda news. Oh, he's killed 37 people. No, he killed 5. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Oh, and he did it butt naked.
Yeah, he killed one guy for snoring.
Yeah.
He's a crazy man.
Yeah.
That will be awesome for the hype video. Okay, which way shall we explore?
Well, I mean, you were the one that wanted to go through that door that triggered everything. Let's get through the door that triggered everything. That seemed to be a sense. We also got a quick little area we can explore that looks like it doesn't have a lot to it, kind of up in this room. We can hit this out real quick, I guess. Might be smart.
I'm interested in this thing in the secret room. That looks like a...
Yeah, so
that looks
That
That's
looks
what
like
we're
a
headed.
toy, like
Yeah.
a big toy.
Want to scan around real quick and see, if the radiation level is crazy or anything like that.
The radiation level is still high, and of course, radiation being what it is. I don't know if you guys have seen some of the video or photos of modern day Chernobyl, but
Right.
they have actual signs, and of course they're all written in Russian. But they have actual signs in areas like where there used to be a playground is a good example. And there will be a sign there. And they did their best to try and bury stuff under soil, but they had a large area to work with, heavily forested area. And so there will be a sign there, and they're usually just wire signs that are stuck in the ground. And it will say, do not touch metal. And the reason is because in radiation, the metal is going to be the first thing to really soak that up and hold on to it. And so the metal, if you pick up a piece of metal that has been irradiated, it's going to burn through your hand. And so that's basically what you guys are walking on, because these are metal grate floors, and the whole place is practically glowing.
Yeah, well, we got to move along because we're on time schedules with drugs and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are these containers here? Are they closed? What's going on
so
with
there's
that?
a couple of them that are closed, but you rifle through stuff, and everything that it looks like this isn't the first time that somebody has broken into this base in the last 2,000 years, and it has been mostly cleaned out. This room, all of these crates and barrels and everything else are all empty.
All right. Where the shot?
Okay, let's look at the secret hidey hole.
Yeah.
So up
Turning
in
on
here,
lights and shit.
when you step into the secret room, the lights go click, 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 zzz, and light up. And on a pedestal in the middle of this room is a ship mounting for a particle cannon. There is a particle cannon, a ship's particle cannon, and its turret mechanism sitting here in the middle of the room. On the wall, let's see here. It says, so this particle beam cannon is it's identical to the one in the particle barbette on your Harrier. And it is about 3 meters long. So getting it out, you'll probably have to take it apart to get it out of here. But burnt into the ferrocrete wall on this side of the room is a cryptic message, and it looks like it has been burnt into the wall with the particle cannon.
Huh.
The first part of the message is a long string of digits, similar to the ones found in the message globe. And then the second part of the message is a set of jump coordinates, and they are depicted in the old-fashioned way that was used by the Star Guard of Sindal.
Well, we're definitely going to take a big photo of that with the camera drone and all that, and see what Mr. Professor Bob has to say.
Okay.
And if we have time, me and the other people in the better armor will come back and get the particle cannon, because that's awesome.
We have repair drones that can come take this shit apart and move it, don't we?
Maybe.
I don't know. Do you?
I thought Keith had some, and
well, he's got an astromech droid.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a bunch of drones, but I do have an astromech droid.
well, that can't that take shit apart and move it?
It can take shit apart, but I don't know about moving it.
Well, it can take shit apart. That's good. You can do that well.
What does that thing weigh? 400 kilograms?
It would be several of you would have to, in your battle dress, have to work together to lift it and carry it out of here. But it's mostly the problem of its size, getting it through doors and whatnot.
Yeah. So it's got to be dismantled before we can do anything else with it,
Okay, well.
Yeah.
for later, I think.
So the question I have is are these coordinates where we should go next, or should we do anything else here? Are we done here, or did we find what we need, or are we on our way?
We're gonna look around a little more, I think.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think we're
think we
done
need
yet.
to look around.
I see a door here we haven't even looked in.
Yeah, there's several.
Yeah, we need to look around. There's another thing here. I mean, there's this jump coordinates might be the next place we go, but I mean, God, did you see these droids that we got? There's other cool shit in here, and
Yeah.
and I don't like to leave loot behind.
Well, I mean, so you guys were all there when Professor Belzoni explained how the old Sindalian Star Guard did their jump coordinates back when you were on Drinax in the secret room in the Scholar's Tower. And so he basically tells you that vectors and coordinates in jump space do not map to normal space in an easily comprehensible way, but the Star Guard used a notation of interlocking hemispheres to show relative positions. So whoever wants to make a average astrogation plus education check can translate the diagram.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm minus 30.
Oh yeah, I'm not an astrogator, that's for sure.
I got 14.
Okay.
Let's see, he can do it.
So, two things. The first set of digits, you believe is a firing solution for a particle beam gun. The second part, the astrogation coordinates, are for the ACE system in Sindal subsector.
You're gonna fire a gun from here to there?
So on the
How many
message
light years is
on
it?
the message globe that you already had, it was similar. The first set of digits was you now realize was a firing solution. The second set of numbers in the first message globe also gave the coordinates for the ACE system. But the message globe and these numbers for the firing solution are different. The firing solutions are different.
Are they required somehow? If we leave the gun behind and it mattered, I'm gonna be.
Both those first sets of numbers are telling you where to aim in order to fire the gun.
Okay.
So we need to.
And they're basically telling you to aim in two different places.
We need to bring this gun and aim it at that place.
Well,
Those two different places.
Does it make a difference which plasma cannon we use if we already have one on the Harrier?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Any particle beam gun will work as long as you use the firing solution.
But I mean, to leave behind stuff that's worth several million credits is just.
That's an extra religion.
Chang doesn't like that.
I would also recommend that we deface the wall as we leave, after we can afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can afford spray paint.
I would, if they etched it in, we need to.
Yeah,
I can melt the wall.
Yeah, you could shoot it with your PGHP.
We just don't want anybody following us to.
Yeah. I want to try to get these doors open real quick too, if we can.
Okay, you can go ahead and try to make another hacking attempt.
All right.
Ready for more bots?
10?
No, you are unable to unlock that door.
Yeah. Keith is better at that shit than I am.
Keith, go to your job.
Yeah, come on, man.
Should I
Keith.
try it?
Yeah, you can try
Yeah,
it.
hell yeah, man.
Sure.
They ran
We've
out.
already pulled all the bots. Now we got to go get the golden goose.
Is it golden goose?
Maybe.
I love baked goose.
I also got a 10, so.
Maybe a
Yeah, no,
house.
that door is locked. And both times it of course you try to hack it and it's like but no more deathbots show up.
Okay, well this time I think I want to use my razor claws and my monofilament things and just kind of destroy the hatch
Okay.
I could melt the
Go
door.
through.
Probably,
Yeah,
if you
or
want.
she could just melt the door open.
Yeah, do that. Let's just open the door.
Okay, I'll melt it.
Okay, so you
Melt.
don't even need to roll damage. You are able to. She spends some time and melts the door open with her plasma gun. And roll 20 is gonna fuck with me.
It
There we
does
go.
that.
So this, you melt this door up. This does appear to be a control center of some kind. There is a hologram here that is flickering on and off, and seems to be some kind of message that's playing in like a 5-second loop. It just keeps restarting, and just this person's like there's no sound coming out. It's just you can see the person's mouth moving, and then it resets.
And he's like an engineering person on it.
No, they're wearing Sindalian naval livery.
No, I meant, does the hologram thing need an engineering person to make it work, or?
I mean, you could try. This appears to be a communications console, and this appears to be a console that would control all the doors in the building, as well as the Sindalian deathbots.
Now
Oh,
we
it's a
find that.
security place.
Take a picture. Take a recording of that hologram. We can try and read the lips later.
That's a good idea. Okay.
Try to trigger it, make it play the whole thing, and unpause it or whatever.
Yeah, that too. But I mean, let's take a picture before we mess with it.
Oh yeah, well we've got the camera drone is just recording everything, going around, getting cool shots, bumping
Of
into you a
Ting.
couple times.
All this stuff of Ting the lawyer.
Yeah, everything that Ting does is recorded.
It'll play well at his trial.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He's creating his own evidence in his offense.
No, man. See, it's I have
not
privacy
gonna get
to
caught.
the tapes. People are not, no court in its right mind would order me to turn over the tapes.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't take you very long to realize that the communications console is not able to communicate. In fact, you guys realize that you are not in contact with your ship. The radiation and possibly just this building in and of itself is preventing you from being in radio contact with your ship.
Yeah, we need to go tend to our ship, I guess, is what he's saying. This
Well,
hologram.
I mean, I'm just saying you don't
Is
have
5
communication.
hours the last? Just
Oh
Is
yeah,
it
no,
5 hours?
it has not been 5 hours.
Right.
Okay, we can try and look at the rest and unlock the doors and stuff, and maybe you can prevent death bots. But we're recording everything, so we can show that to the professor. in
so
case-
which doors are locked?
This
Or
possibly these over here.
You are not, according to this console, if it is correct, this was the only door that was, or I'm sorry, this door and this door are locked.
Can we unlock this door?
Yeah.
Let's do that and just make sure we're okay what's around, and then we can get out of here and get on the ship, and then we're not so rushed for every second.
Can
And
we
then
just
figure out?
We want to
Yeah.
check this room to the south.
I think they're all taken care of at this point.
Okay, all right, everybody. If there's no death bots, then there's probably not other hazards. I'm not. Whatever. Okay,
I'm
everybody.
not going to judge. I'm not going to assume that.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, no.
Yeah, we would like to look in all these rooms real quick as we go, though, just to kind of open and do a quick look.
Okay,
Looky
so this room opens up and there's another door.
Uh-oh, it's an air.
Keep opening it because
Oh,
we
go,
look.
yeah, it's an airlock. That's an airlock. Two
There's
doors
no
like
sound.
that makes an airlock.
Well, is it an airlock? No.
What's that?
is
Is that wrong?
So this appears to be some kind of machine room. This
Oh.
is a cargo crane. And again, all of these crates are looted. The weapons rack is empty. There is a the bottom of it is partially rotted, but this is a Empire of Sindal like military banner.
Ooh.
No.
Cool.
Yeah.
Take it if it weren't radioactive.
Yeah, that's a problem.
What's here?
There is another door there. You guys can open that up.
Yeah.
And in here, this looks like at some point it was a robotics repair shop. And
Oh, cool.
standing here.
King can repair his killbots.
Hold on, let me find the right section. There is an inactive robot leaning up against the wall. And it doesn't look nearly as advanced as the death bots. It looks like it's tech level 12.
No hate. You know, we're gonna take everything when we loot, but I mean, we're gonna try to loot remotely if we can.
Yeah.
Tang, go ahead and make a robotics plus intellect or education check.
Eight.
So you determine that this is a tech level 12 crew droid.
Oh boy. Does he have steward skills?
He probably's got like.
He
basic
does. He's got
pilot.
steward too.
Yeah,
What about
he
pilot?
can get,
Just curious.
He has. No. He's got admin, advocate. He can act as your robotic lawyer. He's got athletics, endurance, 1,
Right.
electronics, all electronics at 1, engineer all at 1, mechanic 2, medic 2, recon 2, and steward 2.
well, that's a nifty little thing. Yeah, we'll have to take him on our looting spree. But I mean, we've already established we're going to loot remotely. I guess we're going to go back up to where Captain Beth is and try to poke our way out of here real quick.
Okay.
Just clear the installation
Hold on.
as best we can.
Hold on just a sec.
I mean, we don't want to stumble and miss something just because we didn't open it up. But I mean,
Right.
I got this repair drone medium on 222 of the robotic handbook.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking that in Keith's hands, because it's basically a repair drone that, I mean, we can do all the moving and stuff that way. Taking everything apart.
Yeah. Hold on here.
It's basically a drone. It's basically a drone. You know, it needs to be controlled, but
Okay, hold on. I just need to upload this.
it's on.
I knew I forgot to do something. Okay, so this is what this thing looks like.
I like him.
That is pretty useful.
Yeah, he's not quite as good as AX-57, your astromech droid, but I mean, he's not impossible. Oddly enough, he kind of reminds me of the Imperial assault droid from Rogue One.
He's pretty
I
cool.
think we can give him an olfactory sensor as an
He
option.
already has one.
Oh, you can have an improved one so that
He
can...
has an approved one.
Yeah, olfactory sensor improved.
Yeah.
These
I
are
thought
the
options.
options that they have on them.
It says options, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's installed on him.
Oh, okay. I thought it meant options like you can install this on it. All right, it means option. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it can smell if we're all right.
Yeah.
Can he smell fungus?
I guess so.
You want one for the other ship. I'm sure that Ox. I'm totally gonna play him like Alan Tudyk from Rogue One, because I'm sure Ox will say something to him and he'll be like, "I find that answer vague and confusing."
We could give him the shenanigans to keep her company.
No, yeah, give Shenanigans a boyfriend.
Or we could help. He can help us. He can help us man ships that we take.
That's true. That would be better. Shenanigans can find her
profitable.
fucking friends, okay?
So is this door unlocked yet? And Keith seems to still be up here in the sky.
So
He's
yeah,
just not moving.
So, yeah.
because there's
That's my fault.
This door is unlocked. And in here, you find 3 failed lowbirds.
Ooh, what kind of critters are in there?
So like I said, they're failed. So at some point over the last 2,000 years, power has not or insufficient power has been fed into these, and there are 3 corpses inside.
do we have any way?
I bet you they're worth tons.
Well, yeah. Are there names or anything that we can discern from, or is it just kind of blah?
They're just blank.
There's just slime
And through the window, you can tell. I mean, because they're in low birth, they're clearly dead, but they've mummified.
Yeah.
And you can tell that they're wearing like the Sindalian, pajamas outfit that one would wear going into a low birth.
That's awesome. This can be great. In our
How
night
much can we
vision.
sell them to a museum?
Well,
Well, you probably could sell them to a museum.
what we're gonna just continue to sweep as we
You're
make
Yes.
our way
You're
out.
gonna go north here.
Yeah, that seems to be the logical thing to quickly do this layout.
I bet you the professor would buy them.
So
Yeah.
this room looks like it was a weapons machine shop. Again, everything is looted. There's nothing in the cabinets, nothing in the armory.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well then, yeah. Then the last room, I guess, is right here next to Captain Beth.
Okay. So you've noted that this isn't really so much a base as it is a vault and silos. It's basically a storage depot. This is a small barracks. These are bunks. There are 6 bunks here for the minimal staff that would have been stationed here. Aside from that, pretty much everything. It doesn't even look like anybody ever even used these bunks.
Okay. I want to grab the robot on the way out and then worry about doing the rest remotely because I think we can move the robot.
So as
Is
you
it
are,
operational?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Maybe
he's shut down.
Yeah.
And
We might
not
have to-
charged.
Yeah. Well, I have to do some fucking with him, but I mean, all these. We know we got 4 death robots in him that all should be relatively done. The computer system, that's a TL-15 computer sitting way up in here, getting the hologram, and so that way if there's a message or something to unlock, I mean, maybe not the communication system, but the computer, the hologram, the gun, and the 4 Deathbot robots, and then the robot repair and recharging whole section there, all that, maybe we can fill that and use it as a template to maintain all these robots that we've seemed to be collecting.
Beth and Keith make a recon plus intellect check.
Oof. Did you do better? Not much. Oh my god. Okay.
I got 7.
Oh no.
Let me see. Plus 6. Yeah.
Okay, so you both fail, which means that you will be surprised.
Oh no. Oh, come on. We're like failed Auk.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
More pirates. Goody snacks.
Well, the good news is these guys aren't. Well, they're a little bit tougher than the Deathbots. That's pretty pathetic.
Hand me another radiation pill.
Oh, yeah, and it has probably been about that long.
Everyone
You
take
can
care.
thank Glenn for reminding me of that. All right. So the first thing I will do. Yikes. 800 rads.
Holy
Fuck.
shit, I'm
My-
dead.
Probably not dead, but
I wish I
Taking
was.
a lot of pills. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
yeah, you're probably going to need another radiation dose. Let me...
It's all of us.
Yep. Minus whatever your radiation protection is.
800 minus 145 is a hell of a lot.
Yeah, that's still
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
So anti-red drug can like prevent or take away like 100 per. So it should, yeah, it should be taking a shitload of this in order to survive.
I'd need at least 6, probably 7.
Don't worry about it. We got.
Hold on, I got to go to my my index.
How many hundred do we buy?
We've we've come across like caches of pharmaceuticals and stuff before.
Well, didn't you? I think you guys hit like a medical ship too at one point.
Yeah. But I put down like I bought a ton of slow drug, anti-red drug, and a couple other things out of all that. So we should be fine.
I'm sorry. It's going to be 400 rads.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot more manageable.
Yeah.
Oh, I need 3 pills. I feel like I'm being dewormed.
So, so Ting, how much after your radiation protection minus the 400? How much did you take?
90.
So you take 1d of damage, 1 point of damage, and you're nauseous. But you have a -1 to all checks until you receive your pill, which she gives you your pill, and so you should be good to go. Ox, how much did you take?
He's immune. He's a dog. He's immune.
Yeah.
I like that. So the battle dress takes up 345.
Oh, okay. So you didn't take a whole lot. So you took 55. So yeah, you'll take 1 point of damage, and you have nausea and -1 to all checks until you take your injection. How much did Gregor take?
235.
Oof. So yeah, you're nauseous. -1 to all checks, and you take 7 damage.
Wait, didn't we pop one? Did people take them before we went down, or no?
You
I thought
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you did, but that was to counter the last hours.
Oh,
You've been
okay,
down
all
here
right.
searching long enough that you would need more.
Gotcha.
How much did Beth take?
My armor says 310 for rats.
And so you took 90. You took 1d. Oof,
Ugh.
6 points. Rough.
What? This is bullshit. Okay.
So where do I take these points from?
Endurance. You start with endurance, and then if there's any left over, you get to choose whether it comes off of strength or dexterity. But once you choose, you have to stick with that stat.
You need to get the fuck out.
Comes off of endurance or endurance?
Yeah, it comes off of endurance first.
Well, I have no endurance.
So you're at 0 endurance now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're not unconscious until one of your one of either strength or dex goes to 0 as well. And last, Keith, how much did you take?
I took 110.
Okay, so you take 1d. So you take 4 points, and you're nauseous, and you guys all take your meds, and that's when you guys are surprised by Phylock and Dai Kinnear's pirate sortie. Everybody roll initiative. And we'll probably pick this up next week, but let's get you into the initiative stack so we know where we're all at. Nice.
I ain't gonna do nothing with 0 endurance.
Well, you're not going to run any marathons. That's probably...
I'm gonna try and get back to the ship, take a nap.
Yeah. I mean, well, at least
I need a bologna sandwich and a nap.
yeah.
Cheese and bologna.
Yes.
Wonder bread. You wonder if it's bread.
Between Gregor and Captain Beth, which one of you wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
We want to catch them when they come out of that tube.
Oh, I'm gonna throw a plasma grenade down that fucking tube.
Yeah.
That's the time to do it. There's a lot of bodies right in there. There's no point in talking, you know.
What kind of armor do these guys have?
Well,
I don't know, but
they caught you by surprise. These guys. He's gonna move there. He's gonna move there. These guys are kind of leapfrogging.
Stand on that drain. Stand on that drain. Is that an Aslan?
It is. So you have already seen these guys, Phylock and Dai Kinnear. Dai Kinnear tried to get Ting to follow her to either his or her bedchamber at the fancy dinner party on the floating palace.
and just know that if that would have gone into combat, I would have fucked them up. You know,
Well,
just
these guys are going to, for their surprise action, they're going to.
Let them throw a stun grenade, which won't do anything since we're in armor.
Right. Well, first of
well,
all,
they all stepped up, so that's fun.
Oh no. So
Were you gonna throw a grenade? Is that what you did?
that's what I did.
That's funny.
You dropped it in your own lap.
Yeah. So a electromagnetic pulse grenade goes off.
It ricochets off the iris.
Yeah, I would say that Beth is safe because of where she's at. These guys, however, have a problem. Their communications are out. They're not, the pirates themselves are not wearing power armor. However, Phylock is in combat armor. He's not down, but unlike battle dress, but he's got no air or heads-up display or comms. And she is in a flak jacket with a face mask, or with a respirator. So her respirator. Yeah, she's probably not feeling real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense that she's in a flak jacket. She would be wearing at least a hat or a probably a boarding vac suit.
Yeah, something.
Boarding vac suit. So she is stuck. She can't move. I'm going to mark her because that was their turn. And next week we will pick up with, now that we know that this grenade went off, everybody, you guys are not surprised anymore. So we will pick up with Beth deciding what she wants to do to these pirates. These guys are all wearing, they are wearing combat armor as well. And so they have no comms. They can't talk to one another. They can't, other than hand signals, they're screwed.
Wow.
Yeah, and their respirators would have shut down, so they're breathing whatever atmo was last pumped into their suit, including, you hope they didn't eat Mexican food because that's going to be in there too. So next week we will pick up there, and we will start with Beth's turn.
Awesome. Good game. Thanks, everybody.
No, that was good. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad Glenn finally got to shoot something.
Oh yeah.
I got to shoot something else.
That's
Yes.
pretty funny.
About 5 more guys.
Yes, you're gonna get your wish. You shoot.
Yeah, they interfering with our ability to loot is just unfucking forgivable.
That's right.
There will be no parlay.
Okay.
Thank
See
you.
you next
Had a
week.
lot of fun.
All right. Have a good night, guys. I will see you next
See you
week.
Friday.
Yep.